Sup guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I have with me is the Kamione Muay Thai Fighter, aka Gogeta, but they don't want to call it that. The main box is something. Here's some art of the Muay Thai Fighter, and the second box says roof, cause shh, quiet. Shh. These boxes are incredibly simple and basic, so let's just get on with it already. First impressions of this guy are why is he bald? Alright, you gotta build him first. Firstly, you have to heat up the entire figure in hot water or a blow dryer because this guy's joints are really tight and you won't be able to pop on the roof. First, take out the arms, pop on the vest, apply croissants on his shoulders, and make sure the heads or roofs are nice and heated up, and voila, Gogeta. I gotta say, Nostalgia Unboxed, you are completely wrong. I love the look of this guy minus this sloppy ass paint, and he is completely accurate to how he appears in the show. Out of every Gogeta figure available currently, i.e. Bandai's outdated ass Buck, which is exclusive, and Demoniacal Fit's pretty good take, this guy is the best looking one. Gogeta here is packed with a plethora of stuff. Starting off with this alternate windswept hair, it's a flat, bright yellow, and I think this windswept hair gets the job done, and is not really all that much. Next up is this hair and faceplate. While the hair looks pretty similar to the one he has on default, there are a bunch of small differences. And this piece has a little hole where you can place the halo piece for a more accurate look to how he appeared in Fusion Reborn. Next up, they didn't need to do this, but I am so glad they did, a powered down head sculpt. I love this piece and I love this look. I also love that this comes with a unique faceplate where Gogeta is looking off to the side, or the roof is looking off to the side. What the fuck? Next up are these crossed arms, which I am kind of not a fan of. There is some weird noticeable gappage with the hands, and that sucks. You can't move it around or anything. It's floating and incomplete. Fucking sucks. Next up are the other faceplates he comes with. The Super Saiyan faceplates are exactly the same from the powered down ones, except for the unique face where he's looking off to the side. He gets a yelling head, which I gotta say is really nice and leans closer to how Shintani's Gogeta would look. Then we get this serious face, which is of course really nice. I really love the angular look here. And finally, this teeth gritted face. The paint apps on all of them are great, though I kinda wish they aimed for a more older Yamamuro design with the faces rather than Shintani's style, but nonetheless very expressive and great stuff. By the way, he also comes with a windswept vest, and you'll be seeing more of that later on. It looks great, though the orange is a bit sloppily applied, but the default one, Jesus Christ. Next, he comes with a ton of hands. First, you get these fighting stance hands, which are always welcome, especially for Muay Thai fighters. You get this open palm or key blast hand, and you get another pair which is exactly the same but has holes for the Stardust Breaker effect. And that of course is pretty sweet. You get hands that are a bit splayed out or wiping off something similar to that one thing he did in Broly. And then you get a bunch of karate choppers for Muay Thai. Hands that look pretty weird but are actually meant to hold the vest, and finally splayed out open palm key blast hands. Oh, and he comes with these if you want to complete this. I mean, these are some pretty dope looking fucking hands though. Oh, and butterfly joints with the skin tone if you want to use the base body for other figures. Moving on to this guy's really impressive articulation though. The head can move up that far, which is not that much, hindered by the vest of course, going down pretty good. Side to side of course, and the rotation on the neck, left to right, hindered by the croissants in the vest. Move this croissant out. His arm can go up that far without rotating, and that is pretty impressive. These joints are way too tight. Okay, and the full rotation, of course, he can do. Just put this piece of shit down. Bicep swivel, of course. Arm bend is pretty impressive. The bottom half of the arms can do this, which is something. The wrist joint is, of course, a wrist joint. How are the butterfly joints exactly? Pretty good. He can cross his arms quite nicely, which is pretty impressive. Going back though, you do not really get that same range, but still pretty good nonetheless. The torso though, I have to say, it's really impressive. Going back, there's a bit of gapage, but it is still pretty good. Going forward, it's also really nice, but incorporate the bottom half, things start to get even better. Of course, you can rotate it side to side, and the belt piece itself can be rotated too. There you go, a lot of motion there, more than enough for your poses. The belt piece can also rotate like so, and the legs going forward, really impressive stuff. Along with the torso bend here, the knee joints are really tight, but really worth it. Look at that. And they incorporated some of the 4.0 tech, which is moving this feet part. Pretty cool. The shoe can move forward and backward for more motion. Going forward there, going upward. The toe hinge. Ankle rocker is really impressive. Going back though for the legs, not that much. But he can do the splits perfectly. Jeez. So that's about it for Gogeta's articulation. I have to say I am really impressed with this guy. There are some limitations, but man, what he can do though, it's really good. He can almost rival a Rebel Tech. Really impressive stuff here. Now for size comparison time. Here you got the Games Begin Goku and Teen Gohan. I thought Gogeta would be slightly taller than Goku here, but no, they're the exact same height, which is great, of course. Then you get Hush Batman. I swear to God, I am tired of seeing this guy all the time for size comparisons. Okay, to conclude everything here, if you are a Dragon Ball fan or an absolutely huge fan of Gogeta, which I am, he is better than Vegito, yeah, get this guy. Seriously, I cannot believe it took me this long to get him, and wow! I have to say, I'm completely blown away. This guy is near perfect, minus the bad pain apps, the lack of pain on other areas, and joints that are way too tight. Other than that though, he is so fucking fun to pose around. It's actually insane despite the joints being tight though. Out of every Dragon Ball figure I've messed around with, he is the most fun to mess around with by far besides Games Begin Goku, and is probably the most photogenic one out of all the DB figures I have. It also helps that he comes with a boatload of accessories, all of which are great and welcome. Yeah, make sure to heat up everything, including the hands. Anywho, once you heat everything up, I guarantee you'll probably have one of the best figure experiences maybe ever. What a masterpiece by Kamione. I really hope that one day y'all make a UI Goku with this body, because wow, it is really accurate to the show. I give Kamione's Muay Thai Fighter, aka Gogeta, but due to copyright laws he is not, a solid 9 out of 10. Am I biased? Yes I am. If it weren't for his finicky and annoying problems, he'd be perfect. If he had some shading and is a bit looser, similar to Games Begin Goku, he'd be more than perfect. No, not that perfect. I really recommend you get this guy, especially since Bandai is cracking down some other third-party companies. Oh! Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. I'll see you in the next one.
Every force you create has an echo. Your own bad energy will be your undoing.